Being a girl in a guy class is really hard. And if you know anything about these situations, is that sometimes you gotta fight fire with fire. Hi, my name is Little Miss Cat and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome as well. So once I was in an all-guy video game design class. Most of these guys were harmless in all honesty. Most of the personalities in the classroom were composed of quiet, shy gamers, weeaboos, and nope, that sounds wrong. And of course, very loud pervs. I'm very weird than most girls. I'm awkward, girly, and I enjoyed video games and anime just as much as they did. Well, maybe not the hentai, but everything else I'm pretty much game for. FYI, my first anime, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. I was obsessed. A little too much. Anyways, these guys loved the hentai. Some even had their own waifus and even participated on Waifu Wednesdays, where on Wednesdays they wear their waifus on their shirts. So these guys pretty much had dirty minds. And in order to have witty comebacks to their jokes, I had to think just as dirty and bad as they did. Not too proud of it, but you do what you gotta do. I didn't want them to think I was the typical girl with a stick up her butt. So I had a lot of fun joking around with them. And sometimes I had a little bit too much fun and would go a little too far at the worst times possible. Not too proud of it, but you do what you gotta do. This one day in particular, the teacher had to leave the class to help out with some teacher in another room. So he left all of us students alone. Biggest mistake. So one of the guys behind me, let's call him Bob. So Bob was making airplanes. Bob is a pretty sweet guy who laughs at my jokes when it's random, especially when I do funny voices, like this one. Bob tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Hey yo cat, I made airplanes." Oh, cool. Is this for free? Nah, man, I'm trading you. Give me something that's fair trade. At this point, my joking gears are working. I love making people laugh, regardless if it's too much. If it makes someone laugh, it's worth it in my book. This is my philosophy. If you can make the angriest, the saddest, the misogynistic, or the craziest, or the most serious person in the world laugh or smile, you can change how they see themselves and how they see the world, and most importantly, you. Laughter is the same in all languages. And if I embarrass myself for it, it's worth it in the end. So in my funny voices that make him laugh, I responded with, "Okay, what I have for you is too good to have. I need more airplanes." Swish, swish. Bob looked so sad and then said, I don't have any more. And then a guy in the back started laughing at Bob for taking it too seriously, and he sounded like a goat. What is the sound that a goat makes, you ask? It sounds like this. I swear, that's not my actual laugh. I just got a voiceover of a goat on YouTube. I'm so sorry. Don't think I'm weird. You probably think I'm weird at this point, so screw it. So this is my logic at this point. Everyone is listening in, so I gotta say something funny. I gotta say something that they won't expect. So I look at Bob sternly in my funny voice and said, "Okay, I'll trade you 12 goats for one of my virgins." As soon as I said that, my teacher walked back into class and stood right behind me and said, "Cat." Mr. H. Everyone couldn't stop laughing. Even my quiet boyfriend had a little light chuckle of his embarrassment for me. When I get really nervous or embarrassed or have any intense emotion, my face naturally turns red. It lights up like Rudolph's nose on Christmas. You know the part where it's like, "Rudolph with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?" I'm Rudolph's nose. You just can't tell if I am red right now because I'm actually wearing makeup for you guys. You're welcome. Because nobody wants to see a red face on YouTube. I'm Hispanic. I turned red like a tomato and I just covered my face for the rest of the period. So that's the end of my story. I hope you guys enjoyed. I thought I'd share embarrassing stories of me so you guys would know what I do, the dedication I would go through of what I will do for people to think I'm funny-ish. This video is only short because this incident only happened in the span of 5 minutes, which is probably shorter than the actual video I made about it. Like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications on this channel if you want to hear more about it by clicking that bell. If you guys like this style of videos, let me know in the comments below. See you, Mr. and Mrs. Your Little Miss Cat is out. I'll see you guys next week. Bye! Cat, 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 cat. Okay, I think that's enough time to say cat.